Meet your 2024 MLB All Stars. If you're a general sports fan, or I hate to use this term, casual, or perhaps more likely on this channel, you're a big basketball fan who's been buried in NBA stuff, and you're just now turning your attention to baseball for the rest of the summer, this is your video to help play a little catch up. Dad joke. The MLB All Star teams have been announced, and we're going to go through and meet your All-Stars in each league. We're going to focus mostly on the hitters, but I'll let you know who the pitchers are as well. We're going to start with the National League starters. At catcher, William Contreras from the Brewers, who's hitting .297, which is good for 13th in all of baseball and is the best mark by any catcher. He's also hit 10 home runs, top 10 among catchers, and 51 RBI, top 5 for catchers. He's 26 years old, and according to Baseball Reference, he goes by Willie and sometimes Killer, which might be terrifying. At first base, Bryce Harper from the Phillies, who's hitting .303, which is top 10 in the league and second at his position, with 20 dingers and 58 RBI. He's a former MVP coming off a Silver Slugger Award last year, and my favorite nickname on his Baseball Reference page is Bam Bam. Not to be confused with Justin Bam Bam Barsha, who races dirt bikes. But if I've got any fans of Super Motocross watching this, let me know in the comments. At second base, it's Ketel Marte from Arizona, who's batting .281 with 17 homers and 51 RBI. He's been the best power-hitting second baseman this year while still having a top 5 batting average at his position. This will be his second All-Star game, and my favorite nickname on his page is El Nino. It just feels big. At third base starting is Alec Bohm from the Phillies, a 27-year-old who was runner-up for Rookie of the Year in 2020. He's making his first All-Star appearance while he leads the league in doubles. He's hitting .296 on the season, which is the best at his position, with 11 home runs and 70 RBI, which is top 5 in all of baseball. Baseball Reference doesn't have a nickname listed for him, so we're going to give him one. How about Bojack Baseball? Maybe I shouldn't come up with these. At shortstop, his Phillies teammate Trey Turner is making his third All-Star team, hitting .335 on the year, which would be second in the bigs if he had the at-bats to qualify. But he's no stranger to accolades. Since being runner-up for Rookie of the Year in 2016, he's finished as high as 5th in MVP voting and took home a Silver Slugger in 2022. His nicknames are Triple T or Triple Trey. And in case you're wondering, he hasn't hit a triple yet this year. The first outfielder is going to be Jurickson Profar from San Diego. He's making his first All-Star game, hitting .315 this year, which is top 3, and he's 4th in on-base percentage at .408. He's also been an Iron Man, leading the league in games played at 92 as of July 9th when I pulled these stats, and he's not just a contact hitter either, with 14 home runs and 59 RBI so far this season, which is knocking on the door of top 10 in baseball, and is 4th among outfielders. His nickname is apparently El Patron. He'll be joined by his Padres teammate Fernando Tatis Jr., who's only 25 years old and already one of the league's best, with 2 Silver Sluggers and 1 Gold Glove to his credit. He finished 3rd in Rookie of the Year back in 2019 and followed that up with 4th and 3rd in MVP voting the following seasons. This will be his second All-Star game, and he's going to have to fight Ketel Marte for the El Nino nickname in the parking lot after the game. Rounding out the outfield, we've got Christian Yelich from the Brewers. He is the MVP from 2018 and followed it up with a runner-up in 2019. He's making his 3rd All-Star selection with a .329 batting average so far. He's also put 11 over the fence with 41 RBI, and his nickname is Yelly. Finally, the designated hitter is going to be Shohei Ohtani from the Dodgers, who you may have heard of. The 2018 Rookie of the Year has 2 MVPs and finished 2nd in between those in a year he was also 4th in Cy Young voting. He's got a couple Silver Sluggers, and he's making his 4th All-Star team. He's currently 4th in the league in batting average at .315, 2nd in home runs at 28, 6th in RBI at 65, 2nd in slugging percentage at .637, and I could keep listing stats, but I think you get the point. Dude is not human, and his nickname is Showtime. And that does it for the National League hitters. The National League pitchers, 11 of these are making their first All-Star team, are Tyler Glasnow of the Dodgers, his first All-Star selection, Ryan Helsley from the Cardinals, his 2nd appearance, Jeff Hoffman from the Phillies, it's his first, Shota Imanaga from the Cubs is making his first All-Star team, Reynaldo Lopez, his first appearance as well from the Braves, Chris Sale Another Brave, but it's his 8th All-Star selection. Tanner Scott from the Marlins is making his first, as well as Paul Skeens from the Pittsburgh Pirates, his first All-Star appearance. Matt Strahm from the Phillies and Ranger Suarez, both making their first All-Star selections. Robert Suarez from San Diego is making his first team. Logan Webb from San Francisco in his first team. Zach Wheeler from the Phillies, and it's his second All-Star selection. And Hunter Greene from the Cincinnati Reds just got his first nod as an injury replacement for Glasnow. And those are your National League All-Stars. We now move into the American League. At catcher, Adley Rutschman from the Baltimore Orioles is in his 3rd season in the Bigs and has gotten MVP votes the past 2 already. He's also taken home a Silver Slugger. He's hitting .286, which is 2nd among catchers, 16 home runs, 3rd among catchers, and 59 RBI, which is the most among catchers, and his nickname is Clutchman. At first base, Vlad Guerrero Jr. from Toronto is making his 4th All-Star game. He has a Silver Slugger and a Gold Glove to his name, which he shares with his father, and they're only the 2nd father and son duo to have 40 home run seasons to their credit. This year, he's hitting .291, which is 4th at his position with 13 dingers, 5th among first basemen, and 52 RBI, 7th for first baseman. And his nickname is LK. At second base, it's Jose Altuve from Houston. He was the 2017 AL MVP and is an All-Star Game veteran, making it for the 9th time. This guy has 6 Silver Sluggers and a Gold Glove to his name, hitting .309 this year, tied for 6th in baseball and best among second basemen. His 13 home runs and 41 RBI are 3rd and 7th at his position, and he's also top 2 for slugging percentage and OPS for second baseman as well. His nickname is Tuve. At third base, it'll be Jose Ramirez from the Cleveland Guardians, making his 6th All-Star team. He has 4 Silver Sluggers and has finished as high as 2nd in MVP voting. He's hitting .275 so far this year with 23 dingers, which is top 5 in the league, and 77 RBI, which is just 3 shy of his total from last year and 2nd in the Bigs right now. His nicknames are Enriquito or J-Ram. At shortstop, we've got Gunnar Henderson from the Baltimore Orioles. The AL Rookie of the Year and Silver Slugger winner last year is making his All-Star debut. He's currently leading all of baseball in runs scored while batting .293, which is top 20 in baseball, and 4th among shortstops. His 27 home runs are the most for shortstops and 3rd overall, and his 61 RBI are also tied for 1st for shortstops and top 10 in the league. He doesn't have a nickname listed on Baseball Reference, so we're going to call him Wow, I'm bad at this. The first outfielder will be Aaron Judge from the Yankees. He's hitting the cover off the ball this year. The 2017 AL Rookie of the Year and 2022 MVP is making his 6th All-Star team while among the tops of almost every hitting category. He's leading all of baseball in home runs at 32 and RBI at 83, slugging percentage at .677, and OPS at 1.103. He's 2nd in walks and on-base percentage. He's top 5 in runs, top 10 in hits, and batting average. He's basically a machine specifically designed to crush baseballs. And some fun nicknames for him are The Judge, or I like this one, All Rise. Another outfielder from the Cleveland Guardians is Steven Kwan. He's making his first All-Star team after a couple of Gold Glove years. He's only in his 3rd year in the Bigs and leads the league in batting average at a ridiculous .363. His batting average alone would be top 23 in on-base percentage, which is ludicrous. He's also increased his power this year with 9 home runs already, the most of his career, and there's still almost a whole half a season of baseball to go. His nickname is the Chosen Quan. Rounding out the outfield is Juan Soto from the Yankees, who leads the league in walks at 77 and on-base percentage at .427. He's making his 4th All-Star team. He also has 6 Silver Sluggers. He's finished 2nd in Rookie of the Year back in 2018, and at just 19 years old back then, he's finished as high as 2nd in MVP voting and top 6 a total of 3 times already in his career, and he's only 25 years old. He also has 21 home runs, which is top 10 in baseball, 3rd among outfielders, and his 63 RBI are also top 10 and 2nd by an outfielder this year. Same can be said for his .547 slugging percentage, and he has fantastic nicknames that include La Fiera, and my favorite, Childish Bambino. Finally, the designated hitter will be Yordan Alvarez from Houston. The 2019 AL Rookie of the Year is making his third consecutive All-Star team. He's got a Silver Slugger to his credit from 2022 when he also finished top 3 in MVP voting. He's currently hitting .295 with 19 home runs and 50 RBI, all of which place him top 5 among designated hitters across the league, and he may have the best nickname of this whole All-Star group, Air Yordan. Those are your American League hitters. Now for the pitchers, 7 of these are first-timers. Tyler Anderson from the Angels is making his second All-Star game. Corbin Burns from Baltimore is in his 4th. Emmanuel Clase from the Cleveland Guardians, his 3rd All-Star appearance. Garrett Crochet from the White Sox is in his 1st appearance. Logan Gilbert from Seattle is making his 1st selection. Clay Holmes from the Yankees, it's his 2nd time. Tanner Hoke from Boston is in his 1st, so is Seth Lugo from Kansas City, and Mason Miller from Oakland. Also from Kansas City is Cole Reagans making his 1st appearance, and Tarek Stubble from Detroit making his 1st All-Star game as well, along with Kirby Yates from Texas in his 2nd All-Star game selection. The MLB All Star Week festivities begin Friday, which is July 12th, with the HBCU game. Saturday will be the Celebrity and Futures games. Sunday will be the MLB Draft. Don't forget that happens during the All Star weekend. The Home Run Derby comes on Monday night on ESPN, and on Tuesday night on Fox, you can watch the actual All Star game. My question for you in the comments is, do you miss it when the All-Star game decided home field advantage for the World Series? Let me know down below, and while you're there, like the video so YouTube knows it doesn't suck, and subscribe to the channel to let me know that you want me to keep making them, especially these baseball ones.